Hi mate, I thought it'd be easier to do this for you. I know you're busy, so you can just absorb this at leisure. Right, Cadence. I've put quite a few questions up for you, which kind of need answering because although I've got the designs, kind of the user experience of how you guys was intending for certain bits to work. Obviously, like for me building the CMS, I kind of think of things working in a particular way. But you guys in designing might have a different intention, so it's just a clarification in certain things. So, anyway, as I said to you, I mean, there's a vast number of pages, so really it's more about the sort of content that's going to go into these and how it's all going to link together. So, I'll run through a few bits. So, the home page, I've customised the CMS, there's a few extra little widgets here that do certain things that I'll get to. But you can edit the home page. You've got a title which operates in respect of what goes up here and that appears in menus and things like that. But then you've got the heading, which, sorry, I need to change the name of that. The heading which appears on the pages on something where relevant. So for the home page, we've got the hero panels, which I have, I'll kind of say are these things here. So you've got the ability to manage on those hero panels. So hero 1, 2, and there's another one below. You can manage the title text, the content text, the image which is in the background, and then you can link those heroes to sort of anywhere in the website using this kind of tool. So I could label this one events, for example, and publish it, and then it shows up in here. And then so I've got to add the read more text bit in there, but I'll sort that. And then when you click on that, it obviously takes you to the events page. There's another section where this actually works as well. Our services on the home page brings in all of the parent services, which is relevant to on here. All the headings of parents, and then there's children's services underneath. So this pulls in all of these, which you can then click on, and it goes to the coaching category, which then shows the children of that category as the next set of panels. And this is kind of following the designs that you've been given, so, or I've been given. So now we can click on novice, and it comes through into the novice section, and then it will load up all of these other ones as well, the other available services within this parent and child kind of relationship. Going back to the homepage. So these are automatically populated from the services, parent categories. Then we've got these panels, which are managed, again, I'll go back to the edit here. You can add body banners, and you could add multiple ones in them. You could add 3 or 4 of them if you wanted, and then you have to specify a picture and which page in the site you want it to go to, and the title which appears on there, which you can see there. News, this basically automatically feeds in up to 3 articles, because the design had 3, I put a limit of 3, so there's only 1 in there at the moment, which is why we're showing. Partners, again, that loads in from, because partners is not really specific to a page, it's got its own little widget here where you can go in and you can add partners and specify a logo if there is one, and then that'll create a picture. I mean, look, things that work in a similar way that didn't really have a page as such, that are just little widgets that appear with content in them. There's a testimonials one here, and the stores is also mentioned here, so that you can put a store in and place it on the map. If it's not where you want it to be on the map, you can change this. You hit enter, and you can see it changing the type. That's another one sort of feature. You just click save, because the stores are not really, they've not really got their own page design or anything like that. The same for these, they're just elements of content that are used in places in the site. So hence why I've done those like that. So that kind of covers the basics of this page. About us, again, you've got the ability on the about us page. Us. You can specify the banner at the top heading. So, for example, about us, publish. So as you can see, I've got like top content, which is a heading and the copy, and then you can specify a video URL. So basically, you can just copy and paste any Vimeo or YouTube URL, and it will then work. It will sort itself out and create the full width embed code. There's middle heading and content, which is specified middle heading, middle content, the middle parallax that you can specify. And on some of these images now, what I'm doing is giving you the recommended size for creation in Photoshop to get the optimal effect on the site. And again, at the bottom of the page, you specify the series of heroes, what I call heroes. I've actually put the word more in on these ones. So you can specify a page for it to link to. So if I choose another page, say cafe, the first hero, so if I publish, and I'll go back here and refresh, and this points to the cafe, so if I go to the cafe, so back to About Us again, so we've got the hero panels at the bottom, and that's kind of the About page, pretty much there. So you can manage the banners, the video, the content text, the parallax, and these heroes can all be managed and pointed off to different parts of the website as they see fit. Maximum flexibility is what my intention is with this. So, yeah, that's about services. I've kind of given you a quick run through of that. Corporate works in the same way. It's just a service parent page with the ability to have children and sub-children. But you can manage all of this. If it had child services for corporate, those tiles would appear here, and then you can click them to read the relevant content. Events, I've done a fair bit on this. I mean, there's still some questions outstanding for me to do with the design and the sitemap. But for the moment, I mean, events from the sitemap appears to have children, which I've got sort of weekend ride-outs and stuff like that. But there's no, there's kind of 5 of them, but 4 heroes. So I kind of wondered how they sort of, how you got to them from the user experience point of view to the ones that, you can see there's 4 heroes, but on the events sitemap there was 5 or 6. So I was thinking, well, how do you get to those other ones? But there is the ability, if I edit this and show menu rules, yeah, you can put them to appear, yeah, they will come up, so I can get to weekend ride-outs here, and then there aren't any in at the moment, but weekend ride-outs again, these sort of event elements at the moment, you can manage the banner, you can manage the heading, you can manage the content, you can put in the prices, which then populate along this line. Case studies isn't done yet, that's why they're not sort of populating into here. I mean, another question is how they link, because an event, I suppose you can link it to an event or a service. Is a weekend ride out a case study? I don't know. So that's really up to you guys. The gallery system, obviously, it was this weird sort of slotted. Sort of tiled thing. So I mean, basically, you have to make sure you put in the correct amount. So I'll just put might look a bit mess because I've just got a load of sample images uploaded on because of development for me. Publish, and then you can see this. So where were we? Back to this. Events. I've still got to do the calendar thing, but I'm still considering how we do that. And I've got notes from our original meeting, and I didn't quite know how they envisaged it working. On their existing website, they've got a chronological list of events with like a full thumbnail, and then some intro text, and then you can go in and see what that event is and what's going on with it. So a bit of a write-up on Obviously we done it as a calendar originally, which I sort of can do, but basically I don't know from a. It's up to them really, but I don't know whether it's better doing it in that chronological order as a listing, rather than to do it as a calendar, because if you have multiple entries, or calendars will only support a tiny little line of text as an entry, which I didn't think was particularly great. And I don't suppose that they're going to have events on every day of the calendar. It might be sort of every weekend. So is it not better to view the events in sequence of what's coming up, and then being able to have like a month archive of looking at the months going forward in the year, similar to what we do with news, but obviously not chronologically looking backwards, rather looking forwards. Yeah, I mean it's up to you guys, but I was kind of questioning it a little bit. And then with regards to the calendar, how do we put the entries in it? Do we put them in as entries via the CMS, or was it something to do with their booking bump that you booked into an event, you paid for it? I just need I need a refresher on that, if you don't mind. So I'll gloss over that one. Most of it's done. It's just a calendar thing that I'm kind of questioning at the moment, and its functionality. Cafe, that's done. You can manage the banner, you can manage this, and where this clicks. I didn't know where that went. There's only one page for Cafe, so I just assumed it was to click on it to download the menu, which is just a repetition of this. So they're both doing the same at the moment. You click on them and it will download a PDF menu, but just got a sample. Still pending on information for the Instagram and the Twitter feed, and again this gallery is managed in the same way as the other ones, where you can sort of put images in, and then the system will fire them out in the relevant sizes into this grid system. Next one, shop. Yeah, again, it's got the hero system that you can link off to an external URL like Giant Online or something like that. You can manage the heading, you can manage the content here. That one's relatively straightforward. News. The basics are working. I've still got to sort this bit out. One thing is there's no. I don't really know what these are and what you envisage them doing. If they're just share icons, we need to use a framework. So we need to probably get them to sign up to. Or I'll add this. I'll send you the link for them to sign up to it, and then from the sharing that goes on the website, they will then obtain statistical information on what's been going on with regards to sharing and who shared it, where it's gone, and volume, etc. So news, the basics are there, it needs polishing up. Membership, I've managed the basics of this. I mean, one thing I don't know what they want to do or how they want to manage is all of this, because these plans are all probably going to be relevant to this app or this system that they're building. And I mean, making this content managed, I don't. I mean, this is going to be extremely difficult to sort of content manage in some respects. So I really, the basics are done. The banner, the heading, the text. I can probably manage these, but how these comparatively work, I'm not sure. I need some guidance. And then contact us. I mean, this. The basics are here. I've still got to finish off the store thing because that's going to link up to this, and I've still got to finish up the team page. And also they've only got 2 stores, so I mean, just I'm a little unsure of where they want to go with this. I mean, I can plot them on there, and then basically when you put the postcode in, you get the map to zoom out and centre your location, and then you can see where the stores are around you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. A few questions. I'll probably add some more today, but if I'm going to be on target for sort of the end of next week, I really need those questions answered as soon as possible. Yeah, let us know, mate. Cheers.